Good afternoon, it's Cliffy Loam, once again, coming at you. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's super motivated. I hope everybody's staying consistent. I hope everybody's continuously working towards their goals every day, every week, every month. Definitely. Keep that motivation, keep that positivity going. High standards. So why is it good for a person that had high standards, or that has high standards, to continuously keep their high standards going? No matter what your situation is, no matter where you're going, it's always great to continuously have high standards. Everybody, even if the man that has no money, that has no income, and has such huge high standards. Some people might say, hey, like, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, you need to start getting down towards your level, below your standards, and start thinking differently. No, it's actually great to have high standards, to continuously high standards. You're in the mindset of thinking big. You're thinking enormous, which is great, because that shows that the person that you are, you're going to get somewhere, eventually, because you continuously want to chase those high standards, those high standards that you have. Okay, so you want to continuously have those high standards. I met somebody. I actually have a friend, and he used to tell me, like, man, like, you are so OCD. And I'm like, why do you say that? He says, because, like, you can be going to the store to go get, like, a carton of milk, or just gonna go grab a newspaper from the store. Instead of leaving your house and just throwing something on, you just have to really be nice, and you have to put something crisp on just to go to the store and grab some milk. And I said, yeah, I do. And he says, but that's crazy. Like, why do you have to do that? I just throw anything on and I just go. And I said, because you never know who you can meet. You never know who you're going to meet. I could be going to the store to just go grab a carton of milk, and I can meet somebody that might change my life. I can meet somebody that I connect with so great, and we might do business together. It could be anything. I could meet something wonderful. So I always want to be presentable. I always want to keep myself presentable. So I don't care if I'm going to the store to grab a carton of milk. I'm always going to definitely have an appearance towards myself, because they say the first impression should be the best impression. Okay, so I always had that mindset. So no matter what it is, I've always had that high standard, high standard of, I gotta do that this way, in this form, or whenever I'm going out, I have to dress a certain way. I definitely have to look approachable. I have to look decent. I have to make sure that my face is shaved, or I'm clean cut. I can't be any type of way, when I'm going out. I have to definitely, the person that I want to be, I have to dress like the person that I want to be. I have to be able to act like the person that I want to be, because this is truly what I want to be. This is how I want to be. And eventually what's going to happen is that I'm going to turn in to that person that I want to be, because I have such high standards. I have these high standards. Now, a lot of people say, well, how can you continuously how can you have a high standard, do all these high things, and you don't have any money? And I say, there's always ways. You don't have to have money. I remember when I was first getting started, I didn't have money at all. I didn't have a dime to my name, but I had a lot of old things. I had a lot of things that I had that I turned in to jewels. I don't think you guys understand me when I mean that, or maybe some of you guys do understand what I'm saying. I had a lot of things that I've had that I didn't wear, or things that were like 4 or 5 years old. I turned into jewels. I ironed them. I took them to dry clean. Whatever I can afford. I can't afford $100 pair of shirt or $100 pair of shoes. But if I had an old pair of shoes that I had, I'd go to a shoe place where I let them clean it for like $15, little something, and made sure that I was presentable to any environment that I was going to, any meeting that I was going to, if I was going to meet somebody, I always made myself presentable. I always made sure that I had that presentable outlook on me. So a lot of people never would ever realize or think that I'm a person that didn't have money at that time, or I didn't have any money at that time, because the way that I presented myself, I always looked like I was just like, wow, this guy is like very presentable. Now, did I stand out in the room? Maybe, maybe not. I didn't really care to stand out in the room. All I know is that all I cared is that I had to be presentable. I had to continuously keep that mindset, that OCD pace. Despite my situation, he used to call it OCD, and I say, okay, maybe I do have a bit of some OCD, but you know what? The OCD is going to help me out. It's going to benefit me towards the long run, because I continuously have this type of, compulsion where I just have to be this way, even if, my circumstances are, below, or if I don't have any money, I still have to be this certain kind of way. I still have to be presentable. And he says, yo, man, that stuff doesn't matter. Who cares about that? And I'm like, it's very important. It's very important that you do that, and I'm going to explain to you why it's important that you do that, because people are not going to approach you. People are not going to connect with you. People are not going to, they're not going to want to do business with you if you can't present yourself in a certain way. If you can't adapt to everything that's going on in the room. If you can't adapt to everything, if you can't present yourself in a certain way, if you can't talk to somebody in a certain way, then these people are not going to identify with you. And you want to be able to identify with these people that are making major moves. You want to be able to identify with the people that are doing the things that you want to do, right? Because they're not going to give you a time of day. If they say, what is this guy? This guy crazy? This is like a casual event, and this guy's coming in with sneakers. This is a casual event, and this guy is not dressed appropriately. Maybe this guy has too much money to dress appropriately. Now the question is, do you have that money? Do you have money? Now, because the people that do have money and they can dress like that, that's because they have money. They don't care. They're already there. They can dress any way they want to dress. They could do whatever they want to do because they already have money. People are going to come to them. Okay? But if you're a person that don't have money, you're broke, you should be the best. Okay? And there's a saying that I heard that says the brokest person, the person that's broke, should be the best dressed. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go out to freaking Saks Fifth Ave, or you got to go out to Neiman Marcus and go buy the high quality. No, I mean, there's ways you can do that. There's things that you could do. I had a friend, I didn't personally do this because I had a lot of old clothes that I had for like 10 years. And what I did with my old clothes is that a lot of the old clothes is that I went to the tailor and I got them refitted, or I got them stitched, or I go to the dry clean and get them pressed, and they would look like brand new clothes, But I had a friend of mine, he was on the same mindset. He was like, I would go to the Salvation Army. I'd buy these, these clothes that a lot of these, a lot of people that had money, they would donate all their old clothes, and I would go over there and buy them. And these things are the cheapest. Like on Sunday, they would even be half off. So it'd be like $2 for a pair of shirts, $2 for a pants. And what I would do is I would go pay a tailor, and he would tailor it up, for like, what, 50, 75 bucks. So I would have a whole brand new suit, expensive suit, too, because the person that gave away this old clothes, they were kind of like old designer-ish clothes, and tailor it at a tailor, get everything fit up to my standard, to my fit, and boom, that would be my suit, and I would be dressed, and I didn't take a lot of money, and I didn't have to pay $500, $600 for a suit and some shoes. And I was like, wow, that was, when he told me that, I was just like, I was amazed. I was blown out the water. I was like, wow, I was doing it with the old clothes. You're going to the Salvation Army and you're doing that. That's even great. That's definitely using your mind. There was a video that I saw on Facebook the other day about somebody definitely trying to get a job and trying to change his opportunities, and he had nothing at all. So he had an old shirt that he found, and he had no iron. And what he did is he put some water in a pot, a big pot, boiled it, made it extremely hot, and started ironing his shirt with the pot. Ironing his shirt with the pot on the bed. And I thought that was very extreme. That was very extraordinary at that, because he was definitely showing his high standard. I need to be presentable if I want to get that job. I need to do whatever it takes, even if I don't have anything, to show that this is what I need to do. This is my opportunity, and I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. And if my standards is saying that I have to wear a shirt, a button-up shirt, some slacks, and some pants, and it has to be presentable, because I have to be presentable when I meet these people in order to get this opportunity, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep my high standards, and I'm going to continuously keep my high standards. I'm going to keep going. If you say that I'm OCD, that's great. If you're OCD, continue that OCD. No matter what your circumstances are, continue that. Because you have to be the person that you want to be. You have to put your foot in the shoes of the person that you want to be. You have to walk it now. You want to be successful in life, you have to start walking that success path now. Whatever you want to be in life, whoever you want to emulate, whoever you want to be like, start acting like it now. Okay? So keep those high standards, guys. Cliff checking out. Have a great day, and keep building momentum until you massively explode success.